Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Music Mondays podcast. I'm your host, Tom Slays. Welcome in, my friends. Happy Monday. This is episode 273 of the Music Mondays podcast. Hope you're well, hope you're chilling, hope you had a good week, man. I feel like this week flew by. Like, am I crazy or not, man? I feel like this week absolutely fucking flew by. But what's going on, man? I hope we're well, hope we're chilling. We got Laverius coming in with a little sub. Thank you so much, King. Welcome back, welcome back. Got Ghost in the chat. Welcome on in, my friend. Happy Monday. Let's get it, baby. Going to Stew tomorrow again? Put in the hours, I see. Put in the hours, my friend. I like to hear that. I like to hear that. Getting shit done. Good for you. So yeah, like I said, I'm your host, Tom Slays, and this is episode 273 of the Music Mondays podcast. Hope you're well, hope you're chilling. But let's dive into a few things here today. We're gonna go over some weekly recap stuff. We're going to talk about what's coming on Music Mondays over the course of the next couple of weeks. We're going to talk recruiting, and then we're going to talk exclusive stuff as well. So a couple things to crank out here, my friends, but let's get into it. So let's start off with some weekly recap stuff. We got TDG in chat. Welcome on in, my friend. Happy Monday. Let's get it, baby. So weekly recap stuff. Let's get into it. What'd you miss at Music Mondays over the last week or so? So per usual, we do have basic logo t-shirts in stock available right now. We still have smalls, mediums, and larges. So again, if you're interested in purchasing one of those, $20 flat, including shipping. United States only, of course, just so you guys don't get crushed by shipping costs. But again, we do have some basic logo t-shirts left available and in stock. Again, you should see a social media post go out about that relatively soon. But yeah, just contact us if you want to purchase one of those. And of course, heading into Tuesday following the live show every single Monday. You can catch the rebroadcast and the full high-quality version over there on the Music Mondays Patreon for you guys to clip, download, or anything like that. So if you want to go check that out, that is available every single Tuesday. And a huge shout-out to all the Music Mondays Patrons, man. You guys are wonderful. Thank you. And then, of course, submissions do go live every single Tuesday for the following week's Music Mondays podcast. So again, if you're interested in submitting for episode 274, submissions will go live tomorrow on April 21st. So again, make sure you follow us on socials and stay up to date with all that good jazz. And then heading into Wednesday, SoundCloud Sunday submissions do open every single Wednesday. So again, make sure you follow us on social media and stay up to date with all of our latest playlist submissions, all the podcast submissions, all that good jazz. So definitely make sure you stay up to date with that as well. And then heading deeper into Wednesday, we always cap off the day with some Music Mondays audio podcast promo because, again, for those of you that know, the audio version of the podcast drops every single Thursday following the live show on Monday. Let's see. So that was Wednesday. Heading into Thursday, episode 272 of the Music Mondays podcast is available right now on all audio platforms. That's Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, all that good jazz. So if you're interested in watching any of those back, definitely go check out episode 272. That is available on all audio platforms. And of course, huge shout out to everybody that did tune in and submit to episode 272. You guys are fucking wonderful, man. Thank you. That's Thursday. Heading deeper into Thursday, we actually dropped a brand new YouTube upload. Community feedback number 32 is available right now on the Music Mondays YouTube channel, where we kind of break down what you guys want to see on the Music Mondays platform, whether that be on a podcast, whether that be on the website or in general, right? So again, if you missed that segment, that is available right now on the Music Mondays YouTube channel. So definitely go check that out and go show out some love. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do subscribe over there, man. We do upload 2 times per week, every Thursday, every Saturday, full podcast episodes, exclusive segments, and a whole lot of good jazz over there on the channel. So make sure you go show these artists on the channel some love, baby. Let's get it. The subs Thursday, pretty stacked Thursday. Heading into Friday, we actually dropped a brand new exclusive track by the homie TDG on the Music Mondays SoundCloud. So definitely go check that out and go show TDG some love. That's a fucking banger right there. Let's see. So that was Friday, and then of course we have a brand new article by the homie Blank Thought live right now on the Music Mondays homepage. So definitely go check that out. And huge shout out to the Music Mondays staff team and Blank Thought. You guys are wonderful, man. Thank you. So pretty stacked Friday for sure. And then heading into Saturday, episode 272 of the Music Mondays podcast is available right now on the Music Mondays YouTube channel. So again, if you prefer the YouTube version or you just want to go put it on in the background or anything like that, the YouTube version is available right now on the Music Mondays YouTube channel. So definitely go check that out. And huge shout out to everybody that did tune in and submit to episode 272. You guys are fucking wonderful, man. Thank you. So that was Saturday. Heading into Sunday, SoundCloud Sunday, volume 235 is available right now on the Music Mondays SoundCloud. That was curated by me, and the art was done by the homie 63, Music Mondays staff designer. So definitely go check that out and go show that some love. That particular SoundCloud Sunday post got a lot of love. So huge shout out to everybody that did submit to SoundCloud Sunday. Man, you guys are wonderful. Thank you. That was Sunday. That takes us into today, Monday. 420 actually, episode 273 of the Music Mondays podcast. That's pretty much everything major that you missed at Music Mondays over the course of the last week or so. So again, make sure you follow us on socials and stay up to date for any other major announcements. So that's weekly recap stuff. Let's talk about what's coming on Music Mondays over the course of the next week or so. So we're pretty much organizing Cyberfest 3 as we speak. I'm getting lineups ready. I'm talking to a few artists. Graphic-wise, we're starting to kind of make a little bit of headway as well. So yeah, Cyberfest 3 is in the works. And of course, for those of you that don't know, Cyberfest being our online URL festival where we let artists showcase their libraries and things like that. And obviously, it's more of a online show, right? So Cyberfest 3 is in the works. That's pretty much the biggest thing that we have going on at the moment. Moving a lot of staff stuff around as well. We've had to replace a few people and things like that. So as far as like a bigger events go, Cyberfest 3 is like the major thing. And then we're working on a few interviews in the background as well. And then, of course, a lot of your monthly and weekly content will be staying the same. When it comes down to the podcast playlist, all that good stuff, nothing's changing there. But as far as like major background stuff goes, Cyberfest 3 is the next big thing that we're working on. And that's shaping up to look like kind of like a June, July-ish area. So that's kind of like where I'm heading with that as well. So again, I'll be updating you guys weekly here on the show. So again, just keep that in mind and make sure you tune into the Music Mondays podcast or follow us on social media to stay up to date with all of our latest drops and announcements. So that's that. Let's see here. So we spoke about weekly recap stuff. We spoke about what's coming on Music Mondays over the course of the next week or so. Just a few more things we got to get through here. Recruiting as well. Music Mondays is recruiting. So again, we are on the hunt for new staff members. If you're a writer, journalist, curator, designer, you want to do short form or long form content for the Music Mondays platform, definitely let us know. Send us a message, send us a DM, send us an email. Again, resume preferred but not required. If you're kind of new to the space and you want to learn underground independent media, we'll be definitely happy to show you the ropes. So again, definitely let us know. Send us a message, send us a DM, send us an email if you're interested in joining the Music Mondays staff team. Outside of recruiting, let's talk exclusives as well. Again, we just dropped an exclusive track with the homie TDG over there on the Music Mondays SoundCloud. But again, Music Mondays is on the hunt for exclusives. So again, if you have an unreleased track that you like to have hosted and promoted on the Music Mondays SoundCloud, and of course across all of our social media for completely free, definitely let us know. Send us a message, send us a DM, send us an email. Again, we're only interested in unreleased material, so feel free to do whatever you want with the track afterwards. You want to go put it on DSPs, you want to do a music video for it or anything like that, that's completely fine. But again, we are on the hunt for SoundCloud exclusives. And the same goes for YouTube as well. If you'd like to have a unreleased music video, AMV, lyric video, or anything hosted on the Music Mondays YouTube channel of over 300 subscribers, and of course promoted across all of our social media for completely free, definitely let us know. Send us a message, send us a DM, send us anything, and we'd be happy to get that hosted up for you, my friends. So outside of that, I think we're good to go, my friends. I think we're good. We spoke recruiting. We did weekly recap stuff. We spoke exclusives. We did what's coming on Music Mondays over the course of the next week or so. Yeah, I think we're good. So, let's pop over to Twitter and let's see what we have. So again, submissions are always in the same format, and they always read artists and creative. Submissions are open for live reviews on Music Mondays, live on 4/20/26 at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, twitch.tv/SonPlays, which is here and now. So again, per usual, the only thing that does change is the date, so make sure that you're submitting for a show that hasn't happened yet. And then other than that, you're good to go. And then, of course, if you'd like to submit your music, artwork, fashion, or digital creation, drop your links and portfolios below. All art forms are welcome. So again, contrary to our name, Music Mondays, we reacted to pretty much everything here on the show. Everything from obviously music to instrumentals to acoustic covers to remixes to unreleased to days in the life, behind the scenes stuff, YouTube edits, photography, videography, music videos. We reacted to pretty much everything here on the show. So again, if you feel like you deserve some spotlight here on the Music Mondays podcast, definitely drop your links and portfolios below every single Tuesday. So, outside of that, we do have a 3-hour show limit, so just keep that in mind. That's just to keep the show a little bit more palatable to watch back. Again, one could argue that a 3-hour show is still a little bit long, but again, opposed to some of our earlier shows where we used to go to like 5 to 7 hours, it's definitely not that long. So again, 3-hour show limit, just keep that in mind. And again, submissions are free. They always have been free, and they always will be free. But the only thing that we do ask is that you're following Music Mondays on Twitter before you do submit. So again, submissions are free. They always have been free, and they always will be free. But the only thing that we do ask is that you're following us on Twitter before you do submit. Not only does that help our platform and help us grow, of course, and spread our message, but again, you are eligible to join a wonderful, wonderful fucking community, right? So, kind of a win-win there for sure. Kind of a win-win there. So again, that's pretty much everything. Outside of that, Patreon subscriber submissions are played first every single week here on the show. So again, if you're subscribed to the Music Mondays Patreon at any tier, whether that be basic, advanced, or premium, you gain access to a whole bunch of goodies over there on the Music Mondays Patreon. But also, you gain access to what is called the Music Mondays Fast Pass. So for the duration that you're pledged to the Music Mondays Patreon, all of your submissions to the show will be played first every single week here on the show. So again, kind of a win-win, right? And that's that. So huge shout out to all the Music Mondays Patrons, past and present. Man, you guys are wonderful. Thank you. One last thing before that is submissions do close about a couple hours before the show starts. So again, keep that in mind. A good rule of thumb is that if the show is live, submissions are closed. That way we keep the order organic, and that way somebody doesn't come in late and kind of cut off somebody who's been waiting for their submission to be played first and things like that, right? So again, a good rule of thumb is that if the show is live, submissions are definitely closed. Again, you have like 6.5 or so days to get your submissions in, right? From Tuesday to Monday. So plenty of time to get your subs in, right? Plenty of time for sure. But outside of that, let's see how many patrons we do have tonight. We have TDG. We're going to kick off with TDG. I'm down. And then we have, let's see here, TDG. Then we have the homie Ghost. And then we have Jordan. And then actually, pause. We have Laveries. I knew I saw Laveries in here. So we're going TDG, Laveries, and then we're going, Ghost. That's 3. And then the homie Jordan. The Patreon showed up tonight, man. You guys are wonderful. Awesome. All right, I'm down. Let's get into it. All right, we're kicking off with TDG, man. They submitted a track titled Neverland. Now, TDG, being a wonderfully talented hip-hop artist and producer, has been going crazy in 2026, and we've gotten the pleasure to kind of see the journey firsthand, right? But, like I said, they submitted a track titled Neverland, so let's pop this open, a new tab. Let's see what we got here. Fairy Tales album coming soon. Going to be a fully independent album, which is always a fucking W, for sure. Absolutely always a W. Well, let's see here. Fully prod and mixed by me. The interlude to my debut album, Fairy Tales. I actually really like the name, too. For sure. I actually really like the name. You and Twin back-to-back? For sure you guys are back-to-back. Hell yeah. Always love some Ghost and Laveries, right? But let's get into it. TDG, Neverland, let's go.
Staring out the window, tired of going wherever the wind blow. I should let it go and get up, but it ain't so simple. I'm done being satisfied, saying that's how time goes. Don't know how, but I'ma drive home. Whatever it takes to keep my mind closed. The place I'm at isn't where I'm supposed to go. I got problems, can't address. Posted close to home, baggage packed, I'm ready to go. But leave the light on, my eyes ain't ready to close. Imagination, I like to imagine fairy tales filled with magic. I can beat the kraken, happy ever after, make it happen. Imagination, I like to imagine fairy tales filled with magic. I can beat the kraken, happy ever after, make it happen. Drawing conclusions with illusions, what am I doing? It's confusing what the truth is. Wanna know what proofless life, how do I do this? Drawing conclusions with illusions, what am I doing? It's confusing what the truth is. Wanna know what proofless life, how do I do this? Questioning what the message is. Chill, I'm stressing shit, true digesting it. Demons here, should I let them in? Close and getting it, remote headed in. Lost my regiments, mercs ain't checking it. Heat setting in, I'm sweating off my skin. Etching the will to live, ain't much more to give. Never been one to blame God for a decision I made. Never said I knew these roads, but I'll find my way. If I'm better, then why do I still make mistakes? At least I don't mislabel free will with fate. Shows and waits, that's why turtle nor the rabbit wins the race. As time is all at once, but none to be escaped. None to be escaped. Staring out the window, tired of going wherever the wind blow. I should let it go and get up, but it ain't so simple. Done being satisfied, saying that's how time goes. Don't know how, but I'ma drive so mad, isn't where I'm supposed to go. I got problems, can't address, mostly close to home. Baggage packed, I'm ready to go, but leave the light up, my eyes ain't ready to close. Yeah.
Damn. Wow. Wow. A song on acceptance of what it is and an acknowledgement of what it could be. I like that. I agree, Ghost. Yeah, I agree. This one was very trippy as well. Like instrumentally, I feel like the melody was insane. Very, very like rememberable. You know what I mean? Very rememberable. But let's talk about it. Let's break it down. Let's get into it. So, we're gonna talk about three things here. We're gonna talk about the instrumental. We're gonna talk about vocals. And we're gonna talk about the overall theme of Neverland. So, instrumental, a very interesting instrumental, but a very TDG style instrumental. Nothing out of the ordinary here though, but it does have that eerie kind of trippy feel to it. It's a very like ghostly kind of instrumental here for sure. Um, but as far as the mix goes, I mean, great. I mean, what could you really gripe about here? Nothing super clashy, too overbearing. TDG sounds really good on it. Everything punches nicely. Sound selection is great. I mean, not really much to complain about here, mix-wise. So instrumental mix very solid, and of course, not really a shocker to us, right? For those of you that frequent the Music Mondays podcast, you know that TDG has a very consistent mix, especially when it comes down to their instrumentals, right? So, instrumental mix very much on point for sure. Instrumental shining star. Uh, hmm. That melody really stuck with me for some reason. I don't know why. I do like the drums as well, but I think for this one we just got to go melodies. You know what I mean? Definitely got to go melodies here on this for sure. So instrumental solid, definitely the melodies. Let's talk vocals. Vocal mix again, fantastic. Nothing super clashy, too overbearing. A very like standard TDG style mix. Um, and again, their vocal mix has been something that we got to watch the progression of over the period of the last couple months, right? So TDG's worked their ass off to kind of like get here for sure. So vocal mix definitely right where it needs to be. Nothing like super clashy or anything that kind of like threw me off, right? Um, Levels were good, quality was good. Yeah, nothing really to gripe about vocal wise, right? Um, Vocal shining star on the other hand. Um, writing and lyrics were definitely up here for me, for sure. You could argue flow and cadence and delivery too. Um, but yeah, I think writing and lyrics just because there was a few like memorable lines and a few like slick lines that were very clever. So yeah, I think we're gonna go with writing and lyrics on this for sure. So instrumental solid, definitely the melodies, vocal solid, definitely the writing and lyrics. Let's talk theme, aesthetics. Cover's insane. Definitely has that good like Alice in Wonderland sort of feel to it for sure, except a little bit more darker, 100%. Fairy Tales in the middle, and then obviously TDG bottom mid. The whole like grayscale of it is really cool too. It definitely has a good like album feel for me, definitely. So aesthetics absolutely on point. Overall theme, I think TDG said it pretty well here, right? I mean, a song on acceptance of what it is, an acknowledgement of what it could be, right? So, very well said there for sure. But again, you know, it's about the whole package for sure. Like lately, TDG's been on one when it comes down to like, really bringing out a theme in every aspect of a song, right? When it comes down to the cover art or when it comes down to the melodies and the feels and TDG like again is really like packaging their themes and their music very well, which I think is super sick. So well done, my friend. Well done. Huge shout out to the homie TDG. Thank you so much for the submission, my friend. Much love. Make sure you go follow them on SoundCloud, by the way. They're approaching 1.2K over there on the cloud. And of course, make sure you go follow TDG on Twitter as well. They're only 8 followers away from 170. So make sure you go show them some love on the Bird app, my friends. And of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every single episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. And of course, make sure you subscribe to the Music Mondays YouTube channel if you haven't already. We're approaching 350 subscribers. We upload 2 times per week, every Thursday, every Saturday, full podcast episodes, exclusive segments, and a whole lot of good jazz over there on the channel, man. Make sure you go show these artists and the channel some love, baby. Let's get it. If you already have, thank you. We appreciate you here at Mondays. So, we left off the homie TDG. Up next is the homie Lil Varys, man. Lil Varys. It's been a couple weeks since we've heard from Lil Varys, but they've been crushing it for sure. Everything from their music to their side content to just so much other stuff. Their 2026 has definitely been stellar. But Laverius came through with a YouTube upload with Bedside Dev, and it's titled Grind. Hold up. Let's take a peep at this and let's pop it open a new tab here. So Laverius, again, being a wonderfully talented hip hop artist, came through it with a track titled Grind. 720. I'm down. Let's get into it. One day ago, so brand spanking new. Bedside Dev and Laverius. Grind. I'm curious on how this is gonna go. I'm down. All right, 720 full volume. Let's get into it. Bedside Dev, Laverius, Grind. Let's go. This is about to be crazy.
I gotta skate, I'm on my grind. I can't be late to get this money, I'm on time. This pretty lady keep demanding on my time.
Okay.
And I can't chill cause I'm steady on my grind. I gotta skate, I'm on my grind. I can't be late to get this money, I'm on time. This pretty lady keep demanding on my time. And I can't chill cause I'm steady on my grind. Yo, Aries, why the fuck these niggas acting scary? We been on the top of our cream like a cherry. These niggas acting funny, yeah, they acting like some fairies. My hands in the dirt and they body I'm a berry. What did you think this was? I keep disposing of all of these lames, using no mask and gloves. Inside of my element, I go insane, you cannot fuck with us. I flip my board, I flip my style, and I got thunder trucks. I'm finna run it. I gotta skate, I'm on my grind. I can't be late to get this money, I'm on time. This pretty lady keep demanding on my time. And I can't chill cause I'm steady on my grind. I gotta skate, I'm on my grind. I
This
can't
sounds
be late
gnarly.
to
What
get
the
this
fuck?
money, I'm on time. This pretty lady keep demanding on my time. And I can't chill cause I'm steady on my grind.
My pretty bitch want on my time, so I'ma give it that, yeah. And I got stacks that's hella fast, so she gon' throw it back, yeah. I want more cash, she don't like that, so she keep getting mad, yeah. She pretty petty,
I'm pretty too, so we gon' tip for tat, yeah.
I flip my board and I put numbers on that shit, oh yeah. I run the game and everybody underneath telling me it's not fair. And I knew what I had to do if I told you you wouldn't dare. Nope, I just look good in my bitch too, so everybody stop and stare.
I gotta skate, I'm on my grind. I can't be late to get this money, I'm on time. This pretty lady keep demanding on my time. And I can't chill cause I'm steady on my grind. Yeah, I gotta skate, I'm on my grind. I can't be late to get this money, I'm on time. This pretty lady keep demanding on my time.
And I can't chill cause I'm steady on my grind.
Loved it. And the video came out really good too. Man, another fucking banger from Laverius. Okay. So there's a few things here to discuss for sure. But first off, fantastic. Laverius is such a talented artist in the aspect of they can work with like literally anybody on anything, right? Like we've really seen like the full spectrum of Laverius, especially when it comes down to their collabs, right? But let's talk about it. Let's break it down. Let's get into it. So we're gonna talk about three things here. We're gonna talk about the instrumental, we're gonna talk about vocals, and we're gonna talk about the official video for Grind. So instrumental, a very like Laverius type of instrumental, and again, Laverius is very versatile when it comes to their instrumentals, so they can really almost hop on anything, So I like the choice a lot for sure. I feel like these two like blended well on it. But instrumental mix, nothing super crazy to gripe about, to be real with you. Nothing super clashy to overbearing. I feel like levels were good, quality was good. Nothing that really tweaked me out. You know what I mean? I feel like it's like right where it needs to be. So, instrumental mix definitely on point. Instrumental Shining Star. I feel like the melody is very, very up there. It's very like rememberable and catchy. You could kind of argue drums, right? But I think we're gonna go melody here for sure. So instrumental solid, definitely the melody. Let's talk vocals. So vocal mix across the board is great. I feel like these two blended really well in the instrumental. Again, quality was good, levels were good. Nothing that like again really tweaked me out mix wise. Yeah, nothing that bugged me out, right? So vocal mix definitely up there for sure. Vocal Shining Star. Truthfully, I think writing and lyrics across the board is going to take it. Although I do like the hook, I think writing and lyrics just across the board for sure, especially from both of them, definitely. So, Instrumental solid, definitely the melody. Vocal solid, definitely the writing and lyrics. Let's talk about the official video for Grind. So again, simple, very effective, one location, and like it makes sense, right? Because obviously, song's called Grind. It's about grinding, and then of course you're at the skate park. You know what I mean? So the kind of like double meaning there is kind of a no brainer, right? But I like the split of like just them chilling like on the half pipe there, and then like the split of like actual skate clips as well. I feel like that's a big W too. You know what I mean? Like it's really about the small stuff. You know what I mean? Like it's really about the small stuff that kind of like makes this one. Outfits are great. They both like look really good on camera. They're not stiff or anything like that. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's a very simple but straight to the point video, and it worked out really good for sure. Like you could just get this done in a day, and it comes out really sick. You know what I mean? It comes out really fucking sick. I think what's gonna take it over for me though is probably the editing. I feel like the editing is definitely the shining star. It's fun. It's fast paced. Transitions are good, and again, like the split between like actual skate clips and then these two, like yeah, I think the editing definitely like put it over for me for sure. So well done, my friend. Well done. Huge shout out to Homie Berries. Thank you so much for the submission, my friend. Much love. Make sure you go sub to their YouTube channel, by the way. They're approaching 1.2K over there on the tube. And of course, make sure you go follow the Berries on Twitter. They're only 2 followers away from 140, so make sure you go show them some love on the Bird app, my friends. And of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every single episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. And of course, make sure you subscribe to the Music Money's YouTube channel if you haven't already. We're approaching 350 subscribers. We upload 2 times per week, every Thursday, every Saturday. Full podcast episodes, exclusive segments, and a whole lot of good jazz over there on the channel. So make sure you go show these artists and the channel some love. Let's get it. If you already have, thank you. We appreciate you here at Mondays, my friends. Much love. So we left off with the homie Laverius. Up next is, I believe, yeah, the homie Ghost, a multi-genre talented producer. Ghost came through with another unreleased instrumental, and they've been in their unreleased bag recently. They have a stash of instrumentals that we've been reacting to, and it's been fucking crazy. But we have a little 150 BPM banger here. All right, let's pop this open a new tab. Let's see what Ghost has for us this week. Now, Ghost said earlier in the chat that they forget what they submitted this week, and obviously we don't know, right? So let's get into it. Some more unreleased Ghost. I'm down.
Diamond Wave. Is that Ghost on the beat?
Oh shit. So much unreleased. Damn. Just gonna throw this away. Oh man. Okay. It's a very like mafioso gangster kind of vibe. Anyways, was not taking well to the point. I was getting annoyed. Yeah, I hate when that happens. It's like the worst feeling. That is a shit feeling. Came out sick though. Structure's awesome too. Shout out to homies, man. Wow. I like that nice little fade out too. But this was crazy. This one has a good like boss kind of vibe, right? Has a good like final level sort of feeling to it for sure. But let's talk about it. Let's break it down. Let's get into it. So, obviously, no vocals. We're only going to talk about two things here. We're going to talk about the instrumental, and we're going to talk about the overall theme of this unreleased Ghost instrumental. Wow. Okay. So, let's talk mix. Instrumental mix, fantastic. It's literally perfect. You know what I mean? I mean, again, not really a shocker, right? Especially coming from Ghost. Again, for those of you that frequent the Music Mondays podcast, you know that Ghost has a very consistent mix. Whether they're working with collaborators or not, whether it's just a solo instrumental, doesn't really matter the style. Their mix is always on point. So, not really a shocker there, but something you always got to point out for anybody new, right? So, instrumental mix very much on point. Absolutely on point. Instrumental Shining Star. So the melody brings a lot of the mood, right? The melody brings a lot of the mood, but I think the drums are insane. I do like the structure too. I like how it's structured out as well. I feel like you could argue structure for sure. But I think the drums are gonna take the cake for me, man. I think the drums are it for sure. So instrumental solid, definitely drums. Let's talk theme. So obviously no aesthetics because unreleased, but like I said, yeah, it does have that good like mafia, gangster boss kind of like final level feel to it, and I feel like the melody's up there because of that, right? But yeah, I think Ghost really fucking nailed this one for sure. Like really fucking nailed this one. My mixing is getting better as well. Yeah, absolutely, Ghost. Every instrumental for sure. Every instrumental. But yeah, it does have that good like final boss kind of vibe for sure. So, well done, my friend. Well done. Another fucking heater in the bag, baby. Huge shout out to Element Ghost. Thank you so much for the submission, my friend. Much love. Make sure you go follow Ghost over here on Twitter, by the way. Ghost is only 6 followers away from 520. So make sure you go show him some love on Twitter. And of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every single episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. And of course, make sure you subscribe to the Music Mondays YouTube channel if you haven't already. We're approaching 350 subscribers. Of course, we upload 2 times per week, every Thursday, every Saturday, full podcast episodes, exclusive segments, and a whole lot of good jazz over there on the channel. So make sure you go show these artists on the channel some love, baby. Let's get it. And if you already have, thank you. We appreciate you here at Music Mondays. Let's get it, baby. So, we left off with the homie Ghost. Fantastic fucking submission there. But up next is the homie Jordan. Now, Jordan, a multi-genre talented artist and producer, came through with a SoundCloud track and a SpongeBob GIF. Welcome to the future. That's actually a fucking banger episode, by the way. Holy shit. Now, of course, Jordan, coming off of their latest project titled Risk, came through with a unreleased, a little demo here. A demo for later this year sometime. Okay, written and produced by Jordan. I'm down. Let's see what Jordan's been working on, man. Let's see what Jordan's been... This is a trippy-ass cover, by the way. Like, one of those covers that, like, it looks crazy on the eyes, no? Like, holy shit. All right, let's get into it. Jordan, exclamation point, demo, let's go.
It was hard at first. Marked at birth. I've got so much to prove. I've got somewhere to be. Why do I still get no sleep? No wasted time taking care of me. Why do I still need you to see? It's time that I go get what I need. Time ain't slowed down for a week. Climbing at the don't peak. Find me where I put down the seeds. I get lost just following the breeze. The signs are getting harder to read now. I'm trying to pull up from deep down. Watch me die slow as I bleed out. Who am I if there's parts that I leave out? The stars are singing to me a sweet sound. The promise kept on to believe now.
Wow. Very dreamlike.
faces out late here at 3 a.m. I tried to go back to sleep, think I got as much as I can. I find I'm taking pictures that I won't ever see again. Took a risk just asking the question, who you think I am? Who you think I am? No more hints, but I'm that one that make it make sense. Known for having answers. When I look at my wrist, are you happy now? What is happiness? What is happening? Not much. They just started a proxy war. What a family state. And I borrowed money that I cannot pay. I decided on some things that I cannot say. I decided on some things that I will not do. And it tends to find me at the end of the day. When I finally left the other room, the light outside was blinding, but I looked out and I went ahead. Anyway.
Wow. Very raw Jordan there. In a good way, of course. Wow. Song does feel like a fucking fever dream. Guitar is beautiful though. Wow.
I still like to feel the rain. You know I like the change, but it never feels the same.
Holy shit.
Put emphasis on my name. I thought it would explain. No one's ever been this way. Skip my work, I can't complain. That's just not where I aim. Won't ever be the same. I still like to feel the rain. I know I like the change. It never feels the same. It never feels the same. Mouth food biting off more than I chew. Looking down at y'all with an eagle-eye view. Let me show you something. Just watch what I do. Trying to clean it up quick, make it look decent. Think I broke a record, make it look easy. Coming out the darkness like, hey, nice to meet me. Allegory of the cave, you can live a real good life on TV. I still like to feel the rain. You know I like the change, but it never feels the same. I put emphasis on my name. I thought it would explain.
Quite literally. Wow, man. The instrumental itself is fucking nuts. Literally. How gnarly was this? Holy fuck. The sample's very well used as well. Fantastic outro. Damn, talk about a fever dream. Literally, I felt like that was that song, man. It's just like, wow, 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 wow. Okay, that was just crazy. That was genuinely just fucking nuts. You know, and there's so many things that, you know, I want to talk about here. There's quite a few things here that I want to discuss. So let's talk about it. Let's break it down. Let's get into it. So We're talking about three things here. We're talking about the instrumental, we're talking about vocals, talk about the overall theme of this unreleased Jordan demo. All right, so instrumental. The very beefy instrumental. You know, we're clocking in a little bit over like what 6 minutes, right? So it's definitely a pretty stacked instrumental. But mixing wise, fantastic. Nothing super clashy, too overbearing, or nothing that really like tweaked me out. And then of course, even with it being a unreleased demo, of course, right? I mean, you know, with that in mind, the mix is still really solid. You know what I mean? Still really, really solid. So nothing to really gripe over. Instrumental mix wise, definitely not. Instrumental Shining Star. I mean, to be real with you, I think the structure is gonna take the cake here. Like, I love how this is structured out, and there's just so much like intense parts in the middle, and then it just goes back down to just being very chill. It's like very well thought out when it comes down to the structure. So I think structure is going to take the cake here. I mean, you could argue melodies on this for sure, but I think structure's nuts. You know what I mean? I think structure for sure. So instrumental solid, definitely a structure. Let's talk vocals. Vocal mix, again, for an unreleased demo, it's still really solid, right? Of course, Jordan probably has other plans for this mixing wise, but for what it is now, it's raw, it's real, it's unfiltered, it's very like honest Jordan. You know what I mean? Very honest. So quality and levels definitely solid. I mean, especially for an unreleased track, right? So yeah, nothing really too crazy to gripe about. You know what I mean? Nothing that would like really tweak out or like make me tweak out or anything that like couldn't get cleaned up for a final, right? So nothing really to gripe over vocal wise, right? Vocal Shining Star, definitely the writing and lyrics, I think. To be honest with you, right? I mean, Flow and Cane's delivery is definitely up there, but I think writing and lyrics are very intense. Very, very intense. And honest, right? Very, very honest and real writing on a Jordan on this. So I think writing and lyrics are definitely going to take the cake for sure. So instrumental solid, definitely the structure. Vocal solid, definitely the writing and lyrics. Let's talk theme. Obviously unreleased, so not the official cover to be decided, but this is a trippy ass fucking photo. I don't know why or like what makes it trippy, but like that the object in the middle kind of looks like a window. You know what I mean? And it's not, because it's like sitting on a bed or something. Like, it's crazy. Like the more you look at this image, the crazier it gets. So obviously just a placeholder, but still sick. Overall theme though, obviously exclamation point, you know, and with it being a demo, I mean, there's a few places you could kind of take this, but this seems like more of a more like personal song for Jordan, and it felt like they were getting like a lot of like important thoughts out and like off their chest, right? Especially like with the exclamation point and Jordan having an exclamation point in their name, kind of makes it a little bit more like privy to Jordan, right? So, well done. Very well done, my friend. Huge shout out to the homie Jordan. Thank you so much for the submission, my friend. Much love. Make sure you go follow them on SoundCloud, by the way. They're only 10 followers away from 100. That's a W milestone. Of course, make sure you go follow them on Twitter as well. They're only 6 followers away from 420, and today is 420. So make sure you go get Jordan up to 420 over there on Twitter. And of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every single episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. And of course, make sure you subscribe to Music Money's YouTube channel if you haven't already. We're approaching 350 subscribers. We upload 2 times per week, every Thursday, every Saturday. Full podcast episodes, exclusive segments, and a whole lot of good jazz over there on the channel. So make sure you go show these artists on the channel some love, baby. Get it? If you already have, thank you. We appreciate you here at Mondays, my friends. Much love. So that concludes all of our Music Mondays Patrons, man. You guys are fucking wonderful, past and present. Thank you to all the homies over there on the Music Mondays Patreon. But we're going to continue with the rest of our community submissions. So let's get into it, my friend. Up first would be the homie TDG, but TDG is a Music Mondays Patreon, and we've already reacted to TDG earlier in the show. So make sure you go check out the beginning of this week's episode and go show TDG some love, baby. So, up next, we have a first time submitting artist, actually. Levy Tune. Interesting. Okay. I'm down. R&B rap is in me. I'm down. Okay, Levy. Okay. Now, again, we're going in blind. This is the first time submitting artist, and they submitted a track titled Dating Life. I'm down. Let's see what we got here. First time submitting artist, man. So again, we don't know what to expect, so we're gonna go in blind. Obviously, we'll just go 720 per usual. 2 weeks ago, brand spanking new. Got some love in the comments too. Okay. All right, let's get into it. Levy Tune, Dating Life. Let's go.
Lazy. Sing my sing, the bling has to bring. Shine like a shy, girl like a bow. Talk about my dating life. comes with practice. French kissing with my gal is everything about her exquisite. Everything about her explicit. Had you been out from places, you've been seeing wrong faces. Got confused with the fuse, stuck on you like white on ice. Sing my sing, the bling has spring. Shine like a shy, girl like a bow. Talk about my dating life, well, I got no dating life. Sing my sing, the bling has spring. Shine like a shy, girl like a bow. Talk about my dating life, well, I got no dating life. Talk about my dating life, let's talk about my dating life. My foolish heart, let's talk about my dating life. I tell her let's meet room number 2. Don't forget room number 2. 'Cause 1 + 1, that's 2. 1 + 1, that's 2. Sing my sing, the bling has spring. Shine like a shy, girl like a bow. Talk about my dating life, well, I got no dating life. Sing my sing, the bling has spring. Shine like a shy, girl like a bow. Talk about my dating life, well, I got no dating life. Perfect comes with practice. French kissing with my gal is everything about her exquisite. Everything about her explicit. Had you been out from places, you've been seeing wrong faces. Got confused with the fuse, stuck on you like white on ice. Sing my sing, the bling has spring. Shine like a shy, girl like a bow. Talk about my dating life, well, I got no dating life. Sing my sing, the bling has
Okay.
spring. Shine like a shy, girl like a bow. Talk about my dating life, well, I got no dating life.
Well done. Well done. See, that's a thing, man. Like sometimes first time submitting artists are completely random, and then sometimes you just know they're insane. You know what I mean? This is the one where I had a good feeling about it. You know what I mean? This is the one where I had a really good feeling about it. So, well done, my friend. Well done. Great first time submission for sure. We're gonna talk about it. So let's break it down. Let's get into it. We're gonna talk about 3 things here. Talk about the instrumental. Talk about vocals. Talk about the overall theme of dating life. So. Instrumental, perfect for what Levy's going for here. You know what I mean? Bouncy, energetic, positive, has a good groove to it, you know? So I like the instrumental choice a lot. Instrumental mix, fantastic. Definitely right on the money. Nothing super clashy, too overbearing, or anything that, like, really tweaked me out, right? Even the sound selection was great. So, instrumentally, definitely on point, especially with the mix. Instrumental Shining Star... I mean, drums are up there, right? But I feel like melody kind of sets the mood and takes the cake here. So I feel like we got to go melody on this one. Definitely. So, let's see here. So instrumental solid, definitely in the melody. Let's talk vocals. Vocal mix. Again, right on the money. Definitely right where they need to be. Nothing super, like, weird or anything that kind of, like, bugged me out. Especially, like, for this style, right? Definitely has a little bit more of, like, a pop R&B flavor. So... vocal mix definitely right where it needs to be. Again, nothing like super clashy, too overbearing, or anything that like really tweaked me out, right? Especially when it comes down to the vocals. Yeah, nothing too crazy. So, vocals definitely right where they need to be. Vocal Shining Star. Probably the flow and cadence in delivery, I think, because like Levy like really seems comfortable on this type of style and this type of instrumental. So I think flow and cadence and delivery is probably going to take the cake for me for sure. So instrumental solid, definitely the melody. Vocal solid, definitely the flow and cadence and delivery. Let's talk theme. So aesthetics, simple, straight to the point. I like the whole use of the selfie, right? And then of course you have dating life top mid, Levy to the right, and then another credit bottom left. I mean, not bad, right? Definitely like hits the like single mark for sure, 100%. Simple but straight to the point. Overall theme, I mean, Levy speaks about their dating life, right? And their kind of point of view on dating and things like that, right? So I'm sure we've all been there and we all have different experiences, right? But Levy was really just explaining theirs, right? So well done, my friend. Well done. Huge shout out to the homie Levy. Make sure you go sub to their YouTube channel. They're only 9 subs away from 280. So make sure you go show them some love just like Music Mondays just did. And of course, make sure you go follow Levy on Twitter as well. They are only 4 followers away from 520, so make sure you go show them some love on the Bird app, my friends. And of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every single episode will be linked in the description of the upload. And of course, make sure you subscribe to the Music Mondays YouTube channel if you haven't already. We're approaching 350 subscribers. We upload 2 times per week, every Thursday, every Saturday, full podcast episodes, exclusive segments, and a whole lot of good jazz over there on the channel. So make sure you go show these artists on the channel some love, baby. Let's get it. You already have. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We appreciate you here at Music Mondays. Let's get it, baby. So we're about halfway through the show, chat, so we are going to take a quick commercial break. So I'm going to need all you guys to get up, go stretch your legs, go walk the dog, maybe go grab a snack or anything like that. And when we return, we're going to dive right back into the rest of our community submissions. So don't go anywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Music Mondays podcast, episode 273. I'm your host, Sam Slays. Hope you had a good break. Hope you're chilling. Hope you're well. But let's dive right back into the rest of our community submissions. So we left off with the homie Levy. First time submitting artist. Up next would be the homie Levaries, but we've already reacted to Levaries earlier in the show, so huge. Definitely go check out the beginning of this week's episode if you want to see us react to Levaries. But up next is the homie Lucha Libro back with more fucking banger art. Holy shit. Okay, you guys know the drill. Cam off, full screen, let's go. Holy shit, this one has some color too, which is gnarly. It kind of has like a little bit of like a watercolor feel to it. But I love Lucha Libro's style, man. Like, Lucha should definitely do like art commissions for covers and shit because like, you know, the world needs more of this for sure. The world definitely needs more of this, 100%. I think Lucha style is just fucking out of this world, but this one's really cool because of the color, man. I mean, I think my favorite part's probably the tongue. I'm not gonna lie. I think the tongue is fucking crazy. It's long as fuck. Yeah, I think Shining Star is definitely the tongue, but I do like the colored ones a lot. You know, like I would love to see a lot more of these for sure. Lucha Libro's art submissions, man, are always fucking sick. Like always fucking sick. Well done, my friend. Well done. Shining Star for me, definitely the colors, but like I also like the tongue aspect of it as well. So, well done, my friend. Well done. Another fucking banger that we get to show off, man. Huge shout out to Lucha. Much love. But, let's see here. So, we left off with the homie Lucha Libro. Up next is the homie Bags. It's been a while since we heard from Bags, man. I don't even think we've heard from them in 2026, have we? Yeah, it's definitely been a while, but Bags, a very, very talented vocalist, came through with a track titled Blanket Dreams. Let's dive into it, my friends. I'm down. Well, let's see here. Let's pop it over a new tab. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, like I said, it's been a little while since we heard from the homie Bags, man. Interesting. I'm down. 2026, brand spanking new. We got some lyrics over here as well. Love that. Awesome. All right, I'm down. Let's get into it. Blanket Dreams, Bags. Oh, shit. Well done. I expected no less, though. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie. I expected no less. Bags has a very, very consistent sound, man, and they're so good at what they do. This is actually brand spanking new. April 10th. Wow, this is hot off the press. Holy shit. All right, let's talk about it. Let's break it down. Let's get into it. So, we're gonna talk about three things here. We're gonna talk about the instrumental. We're gonna talk about vocals. Talk about the overall theme of Blanket Dreams. I love this cover too, by the way. Cover is actually really sick. But let's talk about it. Let's break it down. Let's get into it. So, instrumental. Man, what an instrumental this is. This is a fucking gnarly ass instrumental, I won't lie. You know, so much going on in it, but in a good way. You know what I mean? In a very, very good way. But the mix is good. Nothing super clashy, too overbearing. Nothing that I would like really tweak out about, right? Levels good, quality was good. I mean, Bags has a very, very consistent mix. So I'm not really shocked, but something you always want to point out for anybody new here, right? So instrumental mix very much on point. Instrumental Shining Star. I mean, melodies are up there, right? I think melodies are up there for sure. Drums possibly, but I really like the sound selection on the melodies, man. So, and they're such a big part of this track. I think we got to go melodies on this for sure. So, instrumental solid, definitely the melodies. Let's talk vocals. Again, vocal mix, fantastic. Nothing super clashy, too overbearing, or anything that I would like really tweak out about, right? Again, Bags has a very, very consistent mix when it comes down to all of their songs, right? So not really a shocker, but something I always want to point out for anybody new here, right? Very melodic vocal mix, very sharp, and again, nothing super clashy, too overbearing. So, I like the vocal mix on this one a lot, for sure. I think it's right where it needs to be, definitely. Vocal Shining Star. I do like the writing. I think flow and cadence and delivery is up there. But ultimately, let's go writing and lyrics on this one. Very simple, but very relatable writing, right? So vocal solid, definitely the writing. Let's talk theme. So aesthetics. Love this cover. Love this cover. Like simple, straight to the point. You know, nothing too crazy going on here, but aesthetically, it's a solid shot. You know what I mean? Like it's a really, really fucking solid shot. So perfect for a single, and then you know, Blanket Dreams with like you know the kind of like shirt over the face kind of feel too. You know what I mean? So aesthetics definitely on point for sure. Overall theme, Blanket Dreams, right? I mean, we've all kind of been here, right? You know, when your emotions and love and things like that are involved with stuff, sleep tends to become a pretty backseat activity for sure. And this is Bags' kind of experience with, you know, getting shitty sleep just because your heart's in a bunch of turmoil, right? And I think they describe it pretty well. So, well done, my friend. Well done. Huge shout out to Homie Bags. Thank you so much for the submission, my friend. Much love. Make sure you go follow them on Spotify, and of course, make sure you go follow Bags on Twitter as well. They're only 8 followers away from 20, so make sure you go show them some love on the Bird app. And of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every single episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. And of course, make sure you subscribe to the Music Mondays YouTube channel if you haven't already. We're approaching 350 subscribers. We upload 2 times per week, every Thursday, every Saturday, full podcast episodes, exclusive segments, and a whole lot of good jazz over there on the channel. Make sure you can show these artists in the channel some love, baby. Let's get it. And if you already have, thank you. We appreciate you here at Music Mondays. Get it, baby. So, we left off the homie Bags. Up next is the homie Offspring Mysterious, a multi-talented producer, designer, editor, writer, all of the above. Offspring Mysterious came through with a brand new YouTube upload titled Offspring Mysterious. Wait, hold on. What is it? Harmonization. Yeah, okay. I thought it was just their channel for a second. All right, let's take a peep here. Hold on. All right, so we'll go 720. 3 days ago, so brand spanking new. W description as well. Got all the links in there like always. Love that. All right, let's get into it. Harmonization, Offspring Mysterious. Let's go. Oh shit. What's bro doing there? Not in the crib. Not in the damn crib. Oh shit. What the fuck? Offspring's like, what? Bro's passed out. This is crazy. He's like, oh shit. Use the emojis. Good choice, though. I like this one. Simple. And it's a very, like, at-home one, too. I think Offspring did a really good job on this one. Well done, my friend. The pacing was good. There's a few things I really like about this one. Truthfully, I think the shining star, though, has got to go to the editing, especially, like, the lightning scene here. This was gnarly. This was really gnarly. I like the editing for this a lot, for sure. I think, again, Offspring has been leveling up all aspects, but the editing has been fantastic for them. So, well done, my friend. Well done. Another W upload by the homie Offspring, man. Huge shout out to the homie Offspring Stairs. Thank you so much for the submission, my friend. Much love. Make sure you go sub to their YouTube channel, by the way. They're only 9 subs away from 270. And of course, make sure you go follow Offspring Stairs on Twitter as well. They're only 1 follower away from 810, so go show them some love over there on Twitter. And of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every single episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube upload. And of course, make sure you subscribe to the Music Mondays YouTube channel if you haven't already. We're approaching 350 subscribers. We upload 2 times per week, every Thursday, every Saturday. Full podcast episodes, exclusive segments, and a whole lot of good jazz over there on the channel. So make sure you go show these artists on the channel some love, baby. Let's get it. If you already have, thank you. We appreciate you here at Music Mondays. Let's get it, baby. So up next would be the homie Ghost and the homie Jordan, but we've reacted to both of them earlier in the show because they are Music Mondays Patreon. So make sure you go show Ghost and Jordan some love and check out the beginning of this week's episode if you want to see us react to their submission. So, following the homie Ghost and Jordan, up next is the homie Creative Disaster. Now, this is a first time submitting artist. I believe they've been on SoundCloud Sunday, but this is the first time that they're coming on here to the Music Mondays podcast, man. So, let's get into it. This week they submitted Lights, Camera, Satisfaction. I'm down. Go pop this open a new tab. Let's see what we got here. 7 days ago. Brand spanking new. I'm down. Homie Creative Disaster. Perfect vibe to lock in, let loose, and have the absolute best night of your lives. Oh, shit. W description, man. Ice Cold Beats came through with the instrumental as well. All right, let's get into it. Creative Disaster, Lights, Camera, Satisfaction. Definitely has that funk flavor.
Hit the lights, get them cameras, forever being satisfaction in the morning, save the evening like the night, take city traffic. I could rock, I could ride, I could be a superhero. Got infinite supply of everything, but never feared of. Look so cold and I'm loud like Lambo when it's zero. I don't need to wear a cape, you already know that I'm your hero. Set the stage, flip the switch, time the party, let's it lit. Live it down to hell with later, middle fingers to all the haters. Live it up, we in our prime, going big, let's do it right. Feel the moonlight, feel the vibe, feel the rush and feel the high. Have the best out of our lives, party up them glasses, raise, forget your worries and your babies, flying fast like a Mercedes. Keep your glasses to the sky, cause you know we feeling nice. Throw your cards on, roll the dice, don't hold it once, let's do it twice. Straight up facts we own tonight, drinking everything in silence. It's the last night of our lives, so you gotta do it right. Get your hands up in the air, get on the feet, don't grab a chair. Steal the show like we don't share, don't believe me, we don't care. Let the people look and stare, they were looking in the mirror. Picture couldn't be more clear, and there's nothing else to fear. Lean with it, groove with it, she has to bust a move to it. Your time, vibe is right, free solo, feel the night. Fuck the past, kiss my ass, light it up and have a blast. Put your river to the back, cause we never looking back. Lean with it, groove with it, she has to bust a move to it. Your time, vibe is right, free solo, feel the night. Fuck the past, kiss my ass, light it up and have a blast. Put your river to the back, cause we never looking back. Fireworks and champagne, forever do my damn thing. Kicking old school like Atari, making waves like Kalahari. Never stopping, never slow. Inside the shades, you know they show. And fresh to death, we bring the class. Blast looks with all the flash. Picture perfect moves of painting on the dance floor, making savings. Hold it back, just while the blatant like a psycho. With our patience, we got style, get acquainted. Cause tonight we getting faded. You might as well just face it, came the party, so embrace it. Choose cause I lied, don't believe me, I ain't crying. Confidence always defining. Don't need no silver lining. Always gleaming and I'm glowing. Whatever city, town, and show. And never me that needs a coach. And always me that they approach it. Lights, camera, action, forever satisfaction. Lights, camera, action, forever satisfaction. Lights, camera, action, forever satisfaction. Faction, be a satisfaction. Lean with it, groove with it, she got some bust a move to it. It's a time, vibe is right for your soul and feel the night. Fuck the past, kiss my ass, light it up and have a blast. Put your river through the back, cause we never looking back. Lean with it, groove with it, she got some bust a move to it. It's your time, vibe is right for your soul and feel the night. Fuck the past, kiss my ass, light it up and have a blast. Your river to the back, cause we never looking back. Hit the blast, grab them cameras, forever be a satisfaction in the morning, save the evening, light the nights like city traffic. I can rock, I can ride, I can be a superhero. Get infinite supply of everything, but never feared of. Hit them lights, grab them cameras, forever be a satisfaction in the morning, save the evening, like the nights like city traffic. I can rock, I can ride, I can be a superhero. Get infinite supply of everything, but never feared of.
Damn. So Creative Disaster went in on that, man. That was like 2+ minutes of straight spitting. Like, they were sliding on that. They were definitely fucking sliding on that. Well done. Great first time submission too, man. Great first time submission. Let's talk about it. Let's break it down. Let's get into it. So we're gonna talk about 3 things here. Talk about the instrumental, talk about vocals, talk about the overall theme of this track. So, instrumental. Let's talk. Of course, they were going for a funk vibe, and they fucking nailed it for sure. Love the choice, especially because they knew what they wanted to do with it, right? But instrumental makes solid, nothing super clashy, too overbearing, or anything that I would like really switch up, you know what I mean? Levels are good, quality was good, nothing that really tweaked me out about the instrumental, you know? So, instrumental makes very much on point. Instrumental Shining Star. Oh, the melody brings the funk vibe, right? The drums are up there, they keep up a good pace. I like the structure too. Honestly, probably structure, I'm not gonna lie. The way everything's structured out on this instrumental is really solid, so, I think structure is gonna take it for me. So instrumental solid, definitely structure. Let's talk vocals. Vocal mix, a very like raw and real vocal mix, but not in a bad way. Quality was good, levels were good. Nothing I would like tweak out about. Vocals sit nice on the instrumental, drums cut through nicely, so nothing really to like, you know, tweak out about. You know what I mean? I feel like the vocal mix is right where it needs to be for sure. So, vocal mix very much on point. Vocal Shining Star. Vocal Shining Star. I mean, probably the writing, man. The writing was fucking insane, but also the flow and cadence and delivery is up there too. But truthfully, I think we gotta go writing and lyrics on this one for sure. So, instrumental solid. Definitely the structure. Vocal solid, definitely the writing and lyrics. Let's talk theme, aesthetics. Definitely nailed the good like funk club vibe for sure. The unk with the funk is hilarious. Yeah, definitely solid. I mean, perfect for a single. It has that good club dance funk 70s kind of vibe, right? So definitely nailed it when it comes to the aesthetics for sure. It's very like comfortable cover, I would say, for sure. Aesthetics definitely on point. Overall theme, I mean, lights, camera, satisfaction. Quite literally, you know, I feel like Creative Disaster kind of summed it up pretty well here. The perfect vibe to lock in, let loose, and have the absolute best night of your lives. Right, right. It definitely has that good like party feel to it. You know what I mean? So I feel like Creative Disaster definitely nailed that aspect of this for sure. So well done, my friend. Well done. Huge shout out to Creative Disaster. Thank you so much for the submission, my friend. Much love. Make sure you go follow them on SoundCloud, by the way. They're only 6 followers away from 80, so go show them some love there in the cloud. And of course, make sure you go follow them on Twitter as well. They're only 9 followers away from 460, so make sure you go show them some love on the Bird app, my friends. And of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every single episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube upload. Of course, make sure you subscribe to Music Mondays YouTube channel if you haven't already. We're approaching 350 subscribers. We upload 2 times per week, every Thursday, every Saturday. Full podcast episodes, exclusive segments, and a whole lot of good jazz over there on the channel. So make sure you go show these artists and the channel some love, baby. Let's get it. And if you already have, thank you. We appreciate you here at Mondays. Let's get it, baby. So, that was Creative Disaster. Up next is our last submission of the night. The homie Red came through with a track titled Shipwreck. Now, again, this is the first time submitting artists, right? So we're going to go in blind. Rapid close, send me beats, and have their email in there as well. All right, Red, I'm down. All right, first time submitting artists. Let's get. So we're going to pop this up in a new tab. Let's see. Red Cobain. I'm down, my friend. I am down. All right, let's get into it. First time submitting artist, Red Cobain, Shipwreck. Let's go.
Fell in love with the numbers, fell in love with the drugs. Double up my cup, baby, yeah, roll another blunt. You asking me if I love you, never been one to front. This soul is sinking shit, my heart, baby, it jumped. In the hood, I took bumps, but these hoes cut deep. Seeing murder in the street, ain't lose no sleep. But seeing my bitch creep, make a nigga OD. I will never try again, in my Bible, that's a sin. Fuck bitches, get money, been hearing that since sin. Can't trust Lady Cupid, with that hoe you never win. Like arguing with friends, when they turn their back on you, then you vent into your bitch, but she fucking that nigga on you. They say toxic is a drug, then give me another hit. They say toxic kill feelings, then give me another fix. And that G5 shit, I sit and then I dip. No more bullshit. On Mars, I'm on a trip. That's it. I done seen the realest whole switch. Seen a loyal women dip. Seen a down ass queen corrupt a young prince. Now you ain't got the dawn sense to be the boss. Now she calling me with nonsense. Yeah, that's me, of course. Thinking drugs, money gon' fix it. Mama told me love myself before I love all these bitches. Father told me from a cell, cause I'm scared of them visits. From the block of fish scale, I could give you them digits. Fell in love with the numbers, fell in love with the drugs. Double up my cup, baby, yeah. Roll another blunt. You asking me if I love you, never been in one to front. This soul is sinking shit. My heart, baby, it jumped. Fell in love with the numbers, fell in love with the drugs. Double up my cup, baby, yeah. Roll another blunt. You asking me if I love you, never been one to front. This soul is sinking shit. My heart, baby, it jumped.
Damn, bro. Holy shit. Beat is so hard too. Well done. That was a crazy first time submission, man. Holy fuck. Well done. Really well done. My god. Cover's gnarly too. I like to cover a lot. Wow. Let's talk about it. Let's break it down. Let's get into it. So we're gonna talk about 3 things here. Talk about the instrumental, talk about vocals, talk about the overall theme of Shipwreck. Instrumental, love the choice. Has a good like OG trap style, right? Mix is good. Nothing super clashy or too overbearing. Sound selection's awesome. Quality and levels were good. Nothing really that tweaked me out about the instrumental. Definitely not. Instrumental Shining Star, definitely the drums. That 808 is the king of this instrumental. For sure. So, instrumental Shining Star, definitely drums, without a doubt. So, instrumental solid. Vocals. Let's talk vocal mix. Vocal mix, fantastic. Again, with this being a first time submitting artist, we don't obviously know anything about their mix prior, but fantastic. Nothing super clashy, too overbearing. Drums cut through nicely. Vocals sit nice on the instrumental. So nothing I would really like tweak out about, you know. So vocal mix solid. Vocal shining star. Definitely the writing and lyrics. Very passionate writing here. Very, very fucking passionate writing for sure. Um, flow cadence and deliveries up there too, but I think writing and lyrics definitely deserve the slot here, 100%. So instrumental solid, definitely the drums. Vocal solid, definitely the writing and lyrics. Let's talk theme, aesthetics, fantastic. I mean, shipwreck, right? And it's almost like you're kind of like in the middle of no, it has a very like desolate feel to it. And of course, Red Cobain top mid, shipwreck in the middle as well, and then Rubber Band Nation bottom mid. Simple, straight to the point, perfect for a single. You know what I mean? Aesthetics definitely on point. Overall theme, shipwreck. I mean, sometimes life is a shipwreck. Growing up can be tough depending on where you're from and certain environments and things like that. And I feel like Red Cobain's really just talking about their life experiences, right? And again, it's very, very passionate and honest writing. So, well done, my friend. Well done. That was a great first time submission. And of course, huge, huge shout out to Red Cobain. Thank you so much for the submission, my friend. Much, much love. Make sure you go follow them on SoundCloud, just like Music Mondays just did, because now Red Cobain is only one follower away from 10. So make sure you go show them love on the cloud. And of course, make sure you go follow them on Twitter as well. They're only 6 followers away from 20. So love on the bird, my friends. And of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every single episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube upload. Of course, make sure you subscribe to the Music Mondays YouTube channel if you haven't approaching 350 subscribers. We do upload 2 times per week, every Thursday, every Saturday, a full podcast episode. Those segments and all that good jazz over there. Gentlemen, make sure you go show these artists in the channel some love, baby. Let's get it. And if you already have, thank you. We appreciate you at Mondays. So that concludes this week's episode of the Music Mondays podcast, my friends. That was a fucking banger episode. Let's close out. Let's give some shout outs. Let's show some love and all that good jazz. First off, huge shout out to everybody who came through and showed love in the chat tonight. Huge shout out for Love Varies coming through the 27 months for the tier 1. Thank you so much, King. Thank you. Huge shout out to the homie TDG, the homie Ghost, and anybody else that lurked and chilled, man. Even if you just lurked and chilled, we appreciate you here at Music Mondays. Much love. Huge shout out to everybody that did submit to the show tonight, and huge shout out to all of our Music Mondays Patreons, man. Huge shout out to Jordan, Ryuki, TDG, Laveri's Ghost, and Kale. Thank you guys so much, man. You guys are fucking awesome. Thank you. Huge shout out to again everybody that did submit tonight. You guys are wonderful. Huge shout out to TDG, Levy, Laveries, Lucha Libro, Bags, Offspring, Ghost, Jordan, Grave Disaster, and the homie Red Cobain. Thank you so much for all of your submissions, my friends. Much love. Of course, if you want to submit for next week's show, episode 274, submissions will be live tomorrow, April 21st. So make sure you follow us on social media and stay up to date. If you want to stream the Music Mondays podcast, we are available at anchor.fm/allmusicmondays, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, all that good jazz. And of course, this episode will be available on the Music Mondays Patreon tonight to download in full high quality. And of course, it'll be live on Thursday on all audio platforms and Saturday on our YouTube channel. And of course, like I said, make sure you follow us on socials to stay up to date at All Music Mondays, Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky, Threads, TikTok, you name it, we're there. So make sure you go follow us on your preferred social media. And of course, I stream 5-6 days a week, man. So make sure you come through and kick it with the kids, speedrunning stuff, zombie stuff, watch party stuff, all that good jazz. So make sure you come through. And of course, follow, subscribe below. Everything linked below on my socials. All the good jazz is linked down tomorrow. Link down below. And of course, I'll be live tomorrow for a regular stream. And then we'll be live next week for episode 274 of the Music Mondays podcast. I love you all. Take care. Be safe. And I'll see you next time on Music Mondays, baby. Let's get it.